We're here to talk about the college application process. Over the years, the process has gotten more and more intense. Students are spending too much time focusing on getting good grades on information they will never even use in their future. We've come up with a new process for applying to college, which will make every student's life easier. We think that colleges should base their acceptances on the game of Twister. Since winning in Twister will become more important than getting good grades, colleges will use Twister standings to base their decisions off of. Those who are great at Twister, regardless of their academic standings, will be chosen first to go to college. Grades will no longer have an impact on their decision. Now we will check in with reporter Erin Lynch to see a first look at the integration of Twister in high school.
Today I am at one of the local high schools, Bishop Fee in Attleboro, Massachusetts, to see the new item of the college application process. Is this the type of college preparatory classroom you want your student to be in?
There are many benefits of using Twister in an educational environment. First, the Twister process is less stressful than the current process. 2 out of 5 students don't even apply to college out of fear of rejection nowadays. Now students are tested on their skill and determination rather than useless information they never learned. Secondly, Twister classes are much more involved than traditional classes. Students are now actively involved in participating in class. Lastly, the Twister process is much cheaper than the current process, since parents won't have to pay for things like the SAT test.
Major colleges are already embracing the Twister system and sending recruiters to high schools in order to share with students what they think is needed to be successful in Twister.
At Clemson, we look for 4 specific things on our Twister board. 1, flexibility, 2, competitiveness, 3, balance, and 4, coordination. When you're playing Twister, you want to get your right hand always on the ring. Avoid the right hand with the blue circle and always keep your left foot on red.
People who don't approve of the Twister process have proposed alternate solutions to the problem, but we don't think these methods will work. Some people propose getting rid of the SATs altogether and basing college applications solely on grades, but that won't work because colleges won't be able to narrow it down enough. Another solution would be to have every high school in the country teach the exact same curriculum based on what will be on the SATs, so every student is equally prepared. But that also won't work because not every school will be willing to change.
We sat down with Bishop Fee's guidance counselor Christopher Sharon to get his opinion on the problem.
So, Mr. Sharon, what is your opinion on the current application process?
There's a lot that you have to do in order to present your application in a very formal, professional way. I think students have to get started with it early and often. If they don't get started that early, they really will find themselves behind the 8 ball with that whole process. They need to use a lot of resources, both online and within the school. It can be a big stress for a lot of students, so it is something they really should take very, very seriously.
How do you feel about Twister as an alternative application for college?
I think it's a great alternative. I think it's really something that the arbitrary approach to playing Twister and just spinning a dial and just kind of seeing where you end up is probably a student's best bet at this point. Really just going out there, having fun, kind of doing your thing, and just really picking your favorite color sometimes might be the best way to choose a college. I fully support and advocate for the Twister approach to the college application process.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Twister is by far the best option because now even the dumbest kids have a chance of getting into college.
In conclusion, we see that Twister is the best option for colleges and students to be able to make their choices in the end.
Your coach
Class, it's a war out there. We got to be well prepared.
No.